Welcome back. Today we have a different spin on back to school etiquette. Instead of talking about kids using their manners as they begin a new school year, we're going to focus on the parents.
Liz Aquino from the Good Manners Group is here to help parents kick off the school year with an A+. This is such a good topic to bring about. And we're going to start here with all the communication that's out there. I mean, even when we talk about snow delays or cancellations, we get texts and emails and phone calls. You don't know what the best mode of transportation is, or communication.
Could be both.
Could be both, yeah. Right, if we want the most harmonious school year possible, we have to communicate well with the school. Notice I didn't say often. There is a difference. We are an overbearing parent if we communicate too often. But to communicate well with the school, we have to think of the how, the who, and the what. So first, learn how the school prefers you to communicate with them. There are school-wide apps now, there's emails, you can have a phone call, and abide by their preference even if it's not yours. Next, think of the who. Find out who in the school's hierarchy you should contact if you have a concern or an issue, and don't include the principal on all your communication. Not only does that overburden the principal, but it looks like you're undermining the teacher when you do that.
Right.
And then think of the what. When you leave a message, because most times you will be leaving a message since the teacher's busy most of the day, don't just say, please call me. Instead, give a clear and concise message about your issue so that that teacher can come to the meeting or the phone call more prepared.
Those are good tips there. Yeah,
they are.
All right, so here's a good one. What if you get a call from the principal or your child's teacher that says maybe your kid did something, and usually like your first reaction as a parent is not my child.
No, never. No. Well, nobody's perfect, not even our own children. So go into that conversation with an open mind, not a defensive demeanor. So listen to what the teacher has to say. You might agree with them, and it's okay to be vulnerable in front of the teacher. The teacher has valuable tips to share. You both want the same thing, which is academic and social success for your child. Speak with the child after you do the teacher. If there's a discrepancy, then that might necessitate another phone call, but otherwise, usually the problem can be resolved.
So here's an interesting one too, because I think we run into this. At what age should the parents start to back off and let the kids start to handle those conflicts or issues at school?
It's important to give kids the confidence and the responsibility and the independence to handle their own problems. So as young as elementary school, they can start tackling their smaller problems on their own. For example, I can't find my jacket. I think I left it on the playground. Where's the lost and found? And then for sure by middle school, there should be very little parent intervention unless it's a safety issue or an issue you don't feel is being resolved.
By middle school, my dad used to write letters to my teacher all the way up into high school. But I mean, it worked out, I guess. I don't know. But also when we talk about like the level of respect that you should have for teachers, I mean, they work really hard and they're dealing with multiple children with multiple personalities. What should that look like?
It's such a difficult job teaching. Make sure you treat them with the same level of respect you would any other professional. So when you're addressing them, use their title and last name, even if you know their first name. Be patient with that teacher. As we know, they're busy all day. It might take them 24 hours to get back to you. Really pay attention to your tone of voice when you're speaking to them, and respect their personal boundaries. So if you see them at the grocery store, that's not the place to bring up a school issue.
Just say hello and move along.
Exactly.
These are really great tips as always, and I'm glad that we tackled this one ahead of back to school.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Liz. Once again, those are great reminders, and Liz is a PTL regular, and if you can find a link to her website for the Good Manners Group at pittsburghtodaylive.com.